What up, all you worship peoples? Thanks so much for joining me. I'm Nate Meist, and I love equipping worship leaders with helpful and encouraging content. And today we're going to be going over the song This Is Jesus, released by Gas Street Music and Tim Hughes. Let's get into it. So This Is Jesus. This is a song I just kind of, in a way, went over already in one of my last videos, talking about why I was introducing a non-Christmas song during the Christmas season, and this is that song. I'm going to be teaching you how to play that song in this video. But in that video, I mentioned that this song is released by Gas Street Music, which is the music ministry out of Gas Street Church over in the UK, which has Tim Hughes as one of their worship leaders. This song also features Jeremy Riddle, as I'm sure you guys already know, and it's an amazing song. I already started doing it in my church in December. It's going super well, and people are receiving it and singing it. So I thought, why not do an instructional video for it? As always, there are three main things we're going to be going over in this video today. The first thing we're going to look at is which key the song was recorded in and which key I'm playing it in, and using a capo to play it in other keys. The second thing we're going to look at are two strumming patterns I'm going to teach you that will get you through this entire song. And the third and final thing are all the chords for all the various sections of this song. As I play through each section, I'm going to have these handy little chord diagrams up here in the upper right hand corner in case you would like to pause the video and kind of study my finger placement for some of these chords. One last thing, don't forget that this video, like all my videos, is time-stamped. So just click on the time bar at the bottom of the video and you can fast forward to any section that you would like to learn. So key and capo placement. This song was recorded in the key of B. I decided to keep the song for me in that same key when we do it at my church. My voice is able to sing the notes with confidence in that key, which is kind of nice because then when your band rehearses it at home, if they find it on Spotify or YouTube or whatever, it's going to be in the key that they're actually playing it in, which is nice. So that means that with your capo, you're going to have it on fret number 4. So either that silver fret bar, you can put it right on that, or the space before it. All that is considered fret number 4. And when you do that and you play in the G, what's called the G position, you're going to be in the key of B, the originally recorded key. That's the key that I'm going to teach you the song in today, but I will be teaching you the positional chords, not the actual chords we're playing, which basically means I'm going to be teaching you the chords for the key of G. But that's kind of cool because then what you do is you can go download your chord chart in G. If you're kind of starting out and you're a beginner with guitar, this makes it easy because then you can just take your capo, if you need to sing it lower, and just put it on one of these frets down here. Like for instance, if you want to be in the key of B flat, which is the half step lower, you put your capo on fret number 3, and then you're in B flat. Fret number 2 with the G position, now you're in the key of A. Fret number 1 with the G position, now you're in the key of A flat or G sharp. And you could just take your capo off completely and play in the G position, and in standard tuning, that means you're going to be in the key of G. So you can play in all those keys using a capo and using the chord shapes and positions that I'm going to teach you today. All right, let's look at these strumming patterns. I'm going to give you two strumming patterns that will get you through the entire song. This is strumming pattern number 1, and this is going to be used for mainly the verses, and I think the first chorus as well. I'll let you know as we play through the song in the various sections which strumming pattern I'm using. But this is strumming pattern number 1. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's slow that down. So 1, 2, 3, 4, down, up, up, down, up, up, down, down, up, down, up, up, down, up, up, down, down, up, down, up, up, down, up, up, down, down, up, down, up, up, down, up, up, down, down, up, down. Strumming pattern number 2. This will be used primarily for the later choruses, the higher energy parts, like the bridges and all that good stuff. So strumming pattern number 2. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's slow that down. So 1, 2, 3, 4, down, 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 up, 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 down. Just a quick caveat for those strumming patterns, you're going to see that I use them in different ways with different intensities and different energy so that I can create dynamics throughout the song. I don't just play every strumming pattern with the same amount of energy, and you're going to see how I apply them to the different sections of the song, so just keep that in mind. Alright, the intro of the song, it's basically just on the C chord. Remember, this is not actually a C chord, this is technically an E chord, but I'm calling out the positional chords. We're in the G position, so positionally, this chord is going to be a C chord. So that's what the intro is. It's just on the C chord. So this is what that looks like, and we are using strumming pattern number 1 here. So intro, 2, 3, 4. 3, 4, verse. Alright, verse 1. Strumming pattern number 1 on this one. 1, 2, 3. There in the chaos, there in the dark, the body of Jesus, broken for us. He is our healing, He is our healing. And then straight into verse number 2. Alright, verse number 2. We'll be continuing that strumming pattern number 1 on this one. 1, 2, 3. Beautiful freedom, mercy as one. You have redeemed us with your precious blood. You are salvation. You are salvation. Chorus. Alright, chorus number 1. I'm actually going to use both strumming patterns for this first chorus. The first half will be strumming pattern number 1, and then I will change to strumming pattern number 2 halfway through, and it'll be pretty obvious when I make that change. So let's play through this. So 1, 2, 3. One King, so worthy. This is Jesus, the hope of glory. This is Jesus, there's no higher name, and no higher name. And then verse 3. Verse number 3, we'll be using strumming pattern number 1, and I'll be palm muting for this one. So 1, 2, 3, yours is the anthem that never dies. You are the way and the truth and the life. You are our victory. You are our victory. Into the chorus there. Chorus number 2, this is full strumming pattern number 2 now. So 1, 2, 3. One King, so worthy. This is Jesus, the hope of glory. This is Jesus. bridge number 1, I'll be using the strumming pattern number 1 for this section. So 1, 2, 3, God living, God breathing, God walking, God healing, God speaking, God weeping. This is Jesus, this is Jesus. Christ bleeding, Christ dying, Christ loving, Christ rising, Christ reigning, Christ shining. This is Jesus, this is Jesus. It is triumph. Into bridge number 2 there. You can see that I kind of broke from the normal strumming pattern at the end of bridge 1 there to start building into bridge number 2. If you ever want to throw a build in there to carry you to a bigger next section, just do all downstrokes. It's that simple. All right, bridge number 2, we'll be using a more intense version of strumming pattern number 1 for this section. So here we go. So 1, 2, 1, 2. It is triumph, chains are broken, hell is vanquished, heaven's open, hallelujah, all adore him. This is Jesus, this is Jesus. Into the chorus there. As you can see, I use those downstrokes again to help me build into the next chorus. Alright, so for this chorus, after these bridges, chorus number 3, I'm calling it, it's basically the same exact thing that I showed you for chorus number 2, except you don't sing, then Jesus, at the end of this one. It just goes straight into another bridge. And for the strumming pattern, you're using strumming pattern number 2, just like what I showed you for chorus number 2. All right, we're going back into bridge 2 again, but this time we're using some different chords, and we're also using strumming pattern number 2 instead of 1. So let's play through this. So 1, 2, 1, 2. It is triumph, chains are broken, hell is vanquished, heaven's open, hallelujah, all adore him. This is Jesus, this is Jesus. And then into the final chorus. Alright, so for this final chorus, or chorus number 4, whatever you want to call it, it's almost the same exact thing as what I showed you for chorus 2 again, just like chorus 3 was, except there's a few extra tags, or I guess one extra tag at the end of this one, so we'll go ahead and play through it. We are using strumming pattern number 2 once again for this one. So 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. One King, so worthy. This is Jesus, the hope of glory. This is Jesus, there's no higher name. Tap. There's no higher name. There is no higher name than Jesus. Alright, so there you have it. That is our worship tutorial for today, guys. This is Jesus, released by Gas Street Music and Tim Hughes, featuring Jeremy Riddle. An incredible song, straightforward, so about Jesus. And that's what I love about it. And like I said, I felt like it was a great song to introduce in the Christmas season, even though it's not really a Christmas song. But the thing is, Christmas is all about Jesus. So I think that the song totally makes sense to play during this season to kind of get our minds where they should be, our focus in the right place, and that is upon Jesus. This song is great, an amazing church song, very churchy, super worshipy, and as always, it is extremely praisey. Like, it drives me crazy, to be honest with you. I hope that this video helped you guys. If it did, why don't you give it a like and maybe even subscribe so that you don't miss future worship tutorials. I'll see you guys in the next one.